You are live, Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Good morning, everybody. We are continuing serving Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 10, text number 10. Deliverance of Yamalarjuna trees. This is the Narad Muni speaking. Narad Muni continues speaking. Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmitena Tasmai Shri Guru Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadhati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shayuta Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padanu Sahagana Sri Lalita Shri Vishakavitam Sya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namasute तप्त कंचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतलाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचार निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय So Narad Muni is talking continuation about this sons of Kubera, Nalkura Manigriva. And in the previous verse, he talked about how the false proud is because of the pride can be either you can be rich, wealthy. Pride can be also if you are beautiful, or pride can be also you are educated. But out of all this pride, the pride of the wealth is very dangerous. And continuation in that, he is talking this next verse, text number 10. So Narad Muni is saying that Deva Sangitam api ante Krimi Vida Bhashma Samgitam Bhutadruk Tatkrite Swartham Kim Veda Niryo Yataha. Deva Sangitam, the body known as a very exalted person like president, minister, or even demigods. Api, even if the body is so exalted, until after the death, Krimi turns into worms, with or into stool, Bhashma Sangitam, or into ashes. Puttadrik, a person who does not accept the Shastric injunctions and is unnecessarily envious of other living entities. Tatkrite, by acting in that way, Swa-artham is the self-interest. Kim, who is there? Veda, who knows? Niriya yataha, because from such simple activities one must suffer hellish conditions. Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. While living, one may be proud of one's body, thinking oneself a very big man, minister, president, or even demigod. But whatever one may be, after death, this body will return either into worms, into stool, or into ashes. One kills poor animals to satisfy the temporary whims of this body. One does not know that he will suffer in his next life, birth, for such a sinful miscreant must go to hell and suffer the results of his action. Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very strict, very giving a straight what happens. We are here talking about the Krishna's childhood pastimes. And in childhood pastime, this chapter about the Nalkura Manigriva in a heavy language, which is kind of surprising. Because Krishna's childhood pastime is to enjoy, to see, to hear what he does. And here we have Narad Muni has to talk about the Nalkura and Manigriva, what they do. Okay, let's hear the purport. In this was the three words, cream with bhasma is significant. After that, the body may become creamy, which means worms. For if the body is disposed of without cremation, it may be eaten by worms, or it may be eaten by animals like hogs and vultures, and be turned into stool. Those who are more civilized burn the dead body, and thus it becomes ashes. Bhasma Samgitam. Yet all the body will be turned into worm, stool, and ashes. Foolish person, just to maintain it, commit many sinful activities. This is certainly regrettable. The human form of body is actually meant for jivasya tattva jigyasa, enlightenment in knowledge of spiritual values. Therefore, one must seek shelter of a bona fide spiritual master. Tasmad gurum prapadyate. One must approach a guru. Who is a guru? Sabde parecha nishnatam. A guru is one who has full transcendent knowledge. Unless one approaches a spiritual master, one remains in ignorance. Acharavan Purusha Veda. Chandogya Upanishad 6:12, 6:14:2. One has full knowledge about life when one is Acharyavan, controlled by the Acharya. But when one is conducted by Rajogun and Tamogun, one does not care about anything. Instead, one acts like an ordinary foolish animal, risking his life, mrityu samsaravatmani, and therefore continuing to go through suffering after suffering. Nate vidu swartha gatim Vishnu, Bhagavatam 7:531. Such a foolish person does not know how to elevate himself in this body. Instead, he indulges in sinful activities and goes deeper and deeper into hellish life. So, Srila Prabhupada's purport is very heavy, considering the, people don't want to talk about the death. That's the point. The fear of the death. When you talk about, the people don't talk about death. Death is inevitable. Prati person who is born, his death is also written. And who is died, his birth is also written. So people don't want to talk about it. And besides that, after the person's soul leaves the body, the body is just nothing practically. It's just a body, no feelings, nothing, because soul has left the body. You see, so, and then the body, of course, something has to be done. So different community, different cultures, a different way they take care of the body. And here Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that someday Christians and the Mohammedans and all they don't burn the body. They spend so much money. You know that? These Christians, that to prepare the body, to put it nice in the nice box, they have to spend so much money. And of course, that with the box, they buried the body in the earth, in the soil. Right? Persians, they throw the body in the ocean. so that it can be eaten by the fish and whatever other animals. Mhm. And of course, the elevated persons, the highest is to burn the body. Because when we go after the burning, the body is ashes of that body burned is actually put in the secret river, which is the better way than the other. That's why Srila Prabhupada is writing civilized, burn the body. And that's why it was in India. Of course, the pure devotee of the Lord, like Srila Prabhupada, hmm, their bodies are kept in the samadhi. Their body is transcendental anyhow. You see. So the the point here is mentioned that the let's first talk about the five gross elements and three subtle elements. Huh? Bhumirapo nalovai kham manurbuddhirevacha ahankaritatma kartamiti manyate. Right? Because Krishna says that five gross elements and three, three subtle elements are my energy. Now Krishna is the owner. Everything which is in material world or spiritual, Krishna is the owner. If Krishna is the owner, then we have to follow the Krishna's instruction. Just simple example. If you're working for someone, some company, and that company owner set up the policy, you have to follow that policy. If you don't follow the policy, then you are fired or again laid off. So similarly here, Krishna is the owner of everything. If Krishna is owner of everything, that means we have to follow the Krishna's policy, right? Krishna has given independence, minute independence, and according to independence, Krishna has given us some to make a choice, but the choice is up to us. Krishna is so kind that he is giving the choice, but if you work for some company, are they going to give you some choice? If you don't follow the policy of the company, is the company going to give you choice? No. But Krishna is so kind that he is giving the choice to make, whatever choice you want to make. Hmm. That's up to us to decide. Hmm. Now, if he and then Krishna give this in the form of instruction in the form of Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna gives the guarantee about it. That you follow this, then this is what will happen to you. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam saranam vraja ham tam swarupape mokshami masucha. Right? He says that. So but the persons who are not interested, they don't want to listen the instruction given by the Lord, then what happens? They have to accept the consequences. You see. And that's why what is Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings? Manaso deho geho jo ki chumor arpilo tuva pade nanda kishro. My Lord, my mind, manaso deho geho, my mind, my house, my family members, whatever I have, Marpulo Tuvapadana, or Nanda Kishore, or Nanda Maharaj, or son of Nanda Maharaj. I'm offering them all to you because it belongs to you. Everything belongs to Krishna. So in the family also, the wife, the husband, the sons, the daughters, they all Krishna's property. We are just the caretaker. We are just a caretaker. And that's what Bhaktivinoda Maharaj was, his consciousness was. My Lord, everything belongs to you. I'm just a caretaker. Mhm. Just like what do you call there's a director in the organizations. They are the directors, but they are the caretaker. They are not the owner. Owner is Krishna, because Krishna says, I am the seed-giving father ultimately. But the people don't, and to follow that instruction, we need a spiritual master to guide us. That's why Srila Prabhupada is making point in the purport here. And who is a spiritual master? Spiritual master is someone who knows the science of Krishna. Science of Krishna. He is a spiritual master. And he guides us. He guides his disciple to bring to Srila Prabhupada, or bring to Krishna ultimately. So it's important. So here most of the people in the material world, everywhere, the mode of passion and ignorance is so high. See? So people, instead of utilizing the instruction given by Krishna, people are elevating, instead of elevating the mode of passion, ignorance in the goodness and sattva gun, they are degrading themselves because they are not following the instruction the instruction given by Krishna. And because they are not following, they have to go through the consequences. This is common sense. You see. So Krishna has given this. We wanted it, so Krishna has given this. We are forced. We are forced to accept this body because we wanted it. We had desire in previous life and we did karma, and we are forced to accept this body. Now, how we want to use this body, that's up to us individually. Krishna will not come in the way of your minute independence. He will not. Unless you fully surrender to him. Unless you say, my Lord, take my free will. I'm yours. If we surrender fully, then Krishna we move our face towards Krishna. Then then Krishna will help. But that minute independence, Krishna will not come in the way. If you don't want to. Same with the spiritual master. Spiritual master is not come in the way, come in the way of your what you want to do. What Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? After speaking whole Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna said to Arjuna? Karisya vachanam. Now you decide what you want to do. You want to follow it, or you don't want to follow it, you decide. And Arjuna said, Karisya vachanam. So, no, I'm accepting your instructions. So here, this is what is mentioned. Narad Muni is saying here. We know the four queens of the king. We already talked about it too many times. We talked about it, right? We don't need to talk again, right? Four queens of the king. Do we need to discuss that?
Yeah, Prabhu. Reminded.
हाँ
Yeah.
बताएं.
हाँ पता तो है, भूल गया आपने बताया तो था।
एक राजा की चार रानियां थी ना. वन की had four queens. तो चार रानियां से जब पहली रानी थी, उसको किंग वो राजा था, बहुत प्रेम करता था. जो कुछ उसे चाहिए वो देता था उसे.
प्रभु जी,
जो
they are
कुछ चाहिए. हाँ.
5 listeners there. They're watching you, Prabhu. 5 of the
Okay,
online.
sorry to speak in English. No, many of them are understanding Hindi. Only Shyam Mohini. Swami Mataji also understands English anyhow. I mean, understands Hindi.
Prabhu,
They all
like,
understand Hindi. Anyhow, so king had four queens, And one of the queen, first queen, he loved so much. So he gave everything to her. Everything he would give her without any hesitation. Second queen, he loved him so much. He loved, so she was beautiful. Second queen was so beautiful that he would take her everywhere he goes and he say, look at my beautiful queen. Show off. Huh? Then the third queen, he loved her, she loved him, but anything he would confine with her. Anything he has to discuss, any decision has to make, he would confine with her. He would ask, what is your opinion, please? But the fourth queen, she loved him, but he didn't love her. So when the king was on the deathbed, so he called his first queen. He loved her so much. King was interested because everything he gave it to whole his life. He gave everything. But then first, so the king asked the queen, "Can you come with me? Will you please come with me? My time is coming now. I will go." First queen said, "No, I'm not gonna come with you. I'll just come up to the door of this palace, entrance of the palace. Then whatever you is your life." King was very upset. So he went to the second wife. He thought, let me ask second queen what second is. Second queen, he said, look, everywhere I went, I took with me to you. Everywhere I went. So now I'm gonna go. I'm going, so you will come with me now, right? Too? You'll come with me, right? I'm going now. She said, no, after you go, I will remarry. I will marry someone else. Imagine your wife tells you that after you leave the body. She said, I will get married someone else. Before even you leave the body, she tells you that I will get married someone else. Go. The third queen, he was so upset that he went to third queen and he said, third queen is saying that, look at it. I am, every time I say made some decision, I was asking for your opinion. So I will need you. I will need your help to give opinion, to your what you have to say. She said, no, I will come up to the funeral home. After that, this is it. But the fourth queen, which he didn't love her, she loved him. She said, I will come with you. So this is our situation in material world. Who was the first queen? First queen was our own body. We take care of body so much. So much we take care of body. But what's going to happen to this body? Here mentioned in the first few sentences, Srila Prabhupada is writing, what's going to happen to the body? After soul leave the body, it will be put into burning, or put it in the ground, or throw it in the ocean, or the vultures will eat it. Becomes slow. This is the situation. This is our situation in material world. Take care of body so much. Who was the second queen? Second queen was my bank balance, my Tesla car, whatever it is, new one, electric car, Tesla. My big houses, my bank balances, my Swiss account, my everything, this and that. And you leave for your son or daughter, what they're gonna do with that? Who knows what they will do? They will sell it off. If you have nice piano collected, they will sell it off. This is the second queen. Who is the third queen? Third queen is my all relatives, my parents, my son, my daughter. Where they gonna come? Then you leave the body. Where they will drop you? In the funeral home. Right? But the fourth queen, which is the soul loves this Jivatma, soul loves the super soul, love the soul, but we don't love super soul. There's a problem. And he will be with us all the time, wherever we go. If you get a pig body, super soul will be there. Same super soul will be there. Super soul is one in everybody's heart anyhow. There is no individual super soul. So this is the situation here. Srila Prabhupada is writing very, I mean, Srila Prabhupada is so very, he doesn't hesitate. He's simply right. This is what it is. Naked truth. You accept it, don't accept, doesn't matter. This is what Srila Prabhupada is mentioned, So the point is that the human form of life is to meant to athato brahma jigyasa, to find who I am. Where am I coming from? Why I am in this body? And since I know I am this body, and what should I do now? What should I do? I have to find a spiritual master. I have to serve him. See? Serve the instruction of spiritual master, which is the instruction of Krishna ultimately, in form of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. But the people don't accept it, and that's why they have to go deeper and deeper of hellish life. And this is all this material world is. And we is all these people. I mean, you see what's happening in the world. Everywhere is wars are going on, nothing else in this world. There is no peaceful situation in material world, no peace. But we are so fortunate. कले दोषो निधराजन असेक महान गुण कीर्तनादिव कृष्ण से मुक्त संग परम रजत. Kali Yuga is filled with faults, so many faults in all of us, everybody. But there is a one gun, one good quality, which is the Kirtanadeva Krishna. Krishna's Kirtan will take us back to Godhead. Pujari. पुजारी का ध्यान कहाँ है पता नहीं. पुजारी एटलीस्ट सोता नहीं है इस समय. So this is what happened. This is the situation. So we are fortunate that we have this knowledge. Now let's apply this knowledge in our life. That's the point. The whole this learning, all this Srimad Bhagavatam. 10th canto, after studying 9th canto, we are hearing Krishna's childhood pastimes, which Parikshit Maharaj wants to keep hearing and hearing. 11th chapter, you will see more and more Krishna's pastimes. 11th chapter. So we are fortunate that we can relish these pastimes. We can hear these pastimes, and we can relish it, nectar. So this is and that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying in his song, whether I born, please make, if I born in a worm, but please make me have this. We warm in the house of a devotee. That's what he's saying in his song. Because he understands that devotee association is most important. He knows. And he's offering everything, whatever he has, at the feet of Radheshyam. Nanda Kishore at the feet of son of Nanda Maharaj. So this is what is this purport is talking about. And he will talk more and more about it. But the point is that the Narad Muni's curse was actually the blessings for Nalkura Manigriva. So Narad, you know that they are sons of the demigods, Kuvera. They are just because of the pride of their, because they are sons of the Kuvera, wealthy. Father is wealthy. The sons also think, I'm going to inherit father's property anyhow. I have father's property. My father is big billionaire. So why I have to worry about it? And that pride gets into it. Pride is very, very dangerous. Mm. There is a nice lectures on pride and humility. Mm. For the devotional service, we will need the humility. Humility is the ornament of the devotee. Mm. Humility is the one take us back to God, and not the pride. Krishna doesn't like pride. And that's why Krishna wanted to dissolve the pride of whose pride in Kartik month. Who was proud? Pujari.
Indra.
Huh? Who was proud?
Indra.
Indra, right. Indra was proud. And Krishna really removed his pride. You see. There is a nice, I mean, what we have, I mean, these Christians have so much about this thing. I was going through that. Someone has written, Mr. Brandt, that Weiler. He has written the 50 fruits of pride. 50 fruits. If the person is proud, what will happen to him? He is self-critical, he is insecure, he was overly self-conscious, he is anxious about his own life, he thinks he is a self-sufficient, he is impressed with, he deceptive, he's selfishly ambitious, overly competitive, he talk, he, he like to talk about himself, he's self-serving, not very excited or seeing or making others successful. I mean, this is whole list is there about the pride. And this is what happens. But if you use the same Lakshmi, if you are rich and like Amrish Prabhu, look at Amrish Prabhu, building the TOEP, using everything in the service of Krishna, so humble. He comes here to Alachua temple and he just sits in the back of the seat, very humble, like a regular devotee. He doesn't even show off. Everybody talks to him, he talks to everybody, just like that. That's a humble. And he gives millions and millions and millions of dollars to build up TOEP. I mean, he's gonna go home back home back to Godhead. He's returned. See? And we have little bit and we are so proud of it. This is what happened. Okay, any questions, any comments? So nice verse. Any questions?
Yes, Prabhu, I had a question.
Bolo.
Just about just in the beginning of the lecture. Thank you for the lecture, Prabhu. In the beginning of the lecture, you mentioned about the process of how in every religion uh, the process the body after the death. And the highest you mentioned was the burning. But sometimes
Yes,
we
Srila
see,
Prabhupada is mentioning those who are
yeah.
more civilized burn the dead body and thus becomes ashes. Bhasma samhitam. Some this is Sanskrit word is there in the shloka. Yes,
So sometimes we see also in many cases that some exalted devotees, we don't burn them, but we bury them in the samadhi. So how can we reconcile this?
because this exalted devotee's body is spiritual. Spiritual body, exalted spiritual body, you don't burn it. You put in the samadhi. See, his whole body is completely spiritualized. Srila Prabhupada's whole body was completely spiritualized. No smell was coming from his body. See? Hmm? No smell. Fragrance comes from his body.
Mhm.
See? So that's why it is samadhi, it is worshipped.
हाँ प्रभु।
एक मिनट पुजारी.
पाख्नुभयो त
So that's why. See. It's not
Thank you,
burning.
brother.
Pure devotee's body, you don't burn. You don't burn the pure devotee's body. It's not turning to ashes. See.
They're
Ah,
already purified now, Prabhu. They're already purified.
yes, they're completely purified. They are pure. Srila Prabhupada was, the one devotee was saying, I forgot the name of the devotee. He was there when Srila Prabhupada was leaving the body, and then his body was body was smelling like a fragrance. It wasn't like an effulgent. That's another thing. It was effulgent. It was completely purified. He's in all 24 hours in service of the Lord. You see. And the subtle body is also completely purified. The problem is with the subtle body. Our subtle mind and intelligence and ego, they are the problems. As a devotee, we are not on the gross level. Gross we have given up. But the subtle is the one to get it difficult to give up. Name, fame, profit, distinction, adoration, recognition. These are all the sitting within the heart. Lust, anger, moh, pride, envy, selfishness, greed, name it and you got it. See? And that's what we are devotees are working on it. Because ultimately all this subtle will keep us here in material. We're gonna come here again. We'll continue our devotional service, of course, because whatever we have done is our wealth. Nobody can steal it. But we'll have to come back again. So that's why Srila Prabhupada said, give me your one life. I will take you back to Godhead. Okay. Yes, पुजारी बोलो क्या है?
मैले बोल्नु अरे
ये लास्ट में प्रभु पापुर लास्ट में
कौन सा
प्रभु
वर्ष में? बोलो.
Christian Muslim they also worried na that mean they are advanced or what?
They are
It's
not, of
just
course,
copyright.
they are not advanced. Of course not advanced. They are not advanced. Of course not. How can they be advanced? They say they only go to the heaven. We're not talking about heaven. We want to go to higher than the heaven. We don't want to come back after going to heaven. Anyhow, the whole point is that whether the body is burned or body is buried or whatever, ultimately what is going to happen to the body, that's the point. Ultimately, how they do it, that is details. Follow? The main thing is that did you use this body while the soul was within body, did you use in service of the Lord? That's the point. Okay. Hey पुजारी क्या है बोलो?
पढ़ रहे हैं किधर से यहाँ पीछे 5 वर्ष
10 नंबर.
लास्ट यहाँ बोला कि किंतु जब वहाँ तमगुण तथा रजगुण तथा तमगुण द्वार संचालित
When one is connected with Rajan Tamagun, one does not care about anything. Instead, one acts like an ordinary foolish animal, risking his life. Brahma's Mrityu samsar vartmani, and therefore continuing to go through suffering after suffering. यही है ना?
यही पढ़ रहे हैं हाँ
हाँ, तो यही बोल रहे. तो कहने का शिला प्रभुपाद कह रहे हैं कि जो हम रजोगुण तमोगुण में तो है ही. हाँ, और रजोगुण से तमोगुण से हमें ऊपर आना है, सत्व गुण में आना है. और सत्व गुण में सेवा करते करते हमें शुद्ध सत्व प्लेटफॉर्म पर आना है. लेकिन लोग सेवा नहीं करते, इसलिए क्या करता है, रजोगुण तमोगुण, तमोगुण में रहते हैं और तमोगुण बढ़ता रहता है। हाँ, तमोगुण बढ़ता रहता है तो क्या करता है वो, सब नॉनसेंस एक्टिविटीज करता है आदमी, मनुष्य जी, मनुष्य। और फिर यह क्या करता है, जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि के चक्र में चलता रहता है, फंसता रहता है, एक जन्म से बाद दूसरे जन्म, दूसरे दूसरे, यही चलता रहता है। हम्म? तो मनुष्य जीवन में हम रजोगुण तमोगुण में तो हमें ऊपर आना है, सत्व गुण में आना है, और सत्व गुण में सेवा करते करते हमें शुद्ध सत्व प्लेटफॉर्म पर आना है। यही कर रहे शिला प्रभुपाद। आप तो ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं, आपको कोई चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है।
आप लोग
आप कर रहे हैं, आप सेवा करते रहो बस। हाँ, मसाज, अपने डिटीज का मसाज करते रहो, सेवा करते रहो, और
हाँ
भगवान को अच्छा भोग लगाते रहो।
वो
आप
तो है।
चले जाओगे भगवान के धाम में, और वहां जाकर हमारे लिए प्रार्थना भी करना अकेला पुजारी।
इन, इनको
हम,
ज्यादा समय यहीं रहने का होगा तो प्रभु फिर
हाँ,
इनको ज्यादा समय यहीं रहने का मन होगा तो आप कौन पहले होंगे कैसे पता चलेगा?
नहीं तो हम तो नीचे होंगे ना, ऊपर तो जाने वाला नीचे होंगे, तो पुजारी अब जाएगा तो वो प्रार्थना करे तब हम ऊपर ले जाएंगे ना भगवान।
ऐसे बोल रहे तपाईँ पहिला बैकुण्ठ जानुभयो भने उहाँहरूलाई बोलाउनु अरे
हाँ,
त्यसो भन्नु।
अब तो वैकुंठ में है ना प्रभु,
हाँ,
अभी से वैकुंठ में है आप।
नहीं आप हम तो नीचे, हम तो ये भौतिक, हम तो भौतिक दम गिरे हुए हैं।
इतना
आप
सुंदर
आप गोलोक वृंदावन में वहां सेवा करते रहो, 24 घंटा सेवा करते रहो बस भगवान की।
ठीक है।
राधा
एक
क्या नाम है, राधा।
एक
क्या है? नते विदु स्वार्थ गतिम हि विष्णु।
हाँ, दुराशय बही अर्थ माने ना। हाँ, अपना सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट क्या है वो विचार करना चाहिए। मेरा 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 सेल्फ, क्या कहते हैं हिंदी में सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट को,
आत्मा उन्नति।
आत्म उन्नति क्या है, मेरे आत्मा का क्या है, उन्नति क्या है, वो क्या है, वो हमें वो देखना, वो सोचना है। व्हाट इज द रियल सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट।
या है भागवतम 7:5-11 31 में,
हाँ, उसमें पढ़ेंगे प्रहलाद महाराज।
ऐसे मूर्ख व्यक्ति यह नहीं जानता कि इस शरीर को पाकर
हम्म
किस प्रकार अपने आप को ऊपर उठाए
हम्म
जाए,
हम्म
उल्टे वहाँ पाप कर्मों में लिप्त होकर नीचे ही नीचे नरकीय जीवन में
हम्म
जाता है।
हम्म तो मनुष्य जीवन मिला है, मनुष्य जीवन का हम दुरुपयोग करेंगे और पाप करते रहे तो कहाँ जाएंगे,
नरक में।
नरक में। ठीक है, तो वही तो कर, वही तो प्रभुपाद कर रहे हैं, नरक में जाएंगे, वो घूमते रहेंगे नरक में भी, एक जीवन के बाद दूसरे जीवन। हम्म, ये सब लोग मांस मटन अंडा खा रहे हैं, कहाँ जाएंगे, वहां ही जाएंगे, नरक में जाने वाले हैं सब ये, है ना। इसलिए हमें उद्धार करना है उनका, हमारा उद्धार। अब भारत भूमि ते पहले मनुष्य जन्म जाए, जन्म सार्थक करे, परोपकार। अपना जीवन सार्थक करने के लिए हमें दूसरों का जीवन सार्थक करना है। कैसे, लोगों को कृष्ण के बारे में बताने से, कृष्ण का प्रसाद बांटने से, कृष्ण का हरि नाम का प्रचार करने से, फेस्टिवल करने से, ये सब हम क्यों कर रहे हैं। शिला प्रभुपाद ने क्यों किया है सब, क्यों, प्रचार करने के लिए कि लोगों को जीवन का उद्धार हो जाए।
सही।
हाँ, शिला प्रभुपाद चाहते थे कि सारा पृथ्वी गोलोक वृंदावन में चला जाए। शिला
सबको
प्रभु
कृष्ण भक्ति
हाँ,
में ला।
शिला प्रभुपाद का बहुत ब्रॉड अंडरस्टैंडिंग, सब वो तो चाहते थे सारा पृथ्वी वाले सभी लोग चले जाएं ऊपर, मैं ले जाऊं सब पृथ्वी के सभी लोगों को गोलोक वृंदावन में। हम्म।
सही।
वो हम लोगों पर छोड़ा है शिला प्रभुपाद ने अब ये काम कर, सेवा करने का। ठीक है,
ठीक है बाबू।
हरे कृष्णा,
बाबू, धम्म प्रणाम।
दंडवत।